The new Shoeonhead video. Where was she when I was a kid? So, from what I can tell, this is about the double standard when it comes to older women having sex with underage boys. So, yeah, I'm sure Shoeonhead has a very good take on this.
About 3 years ago, I made a video called The Creepy Female Teacher Epidemic. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever made about the bizarre double standard when it comes to female predators. And for a little while, I thought the internet slowed down on that. Whenever an article came out about a woman preying on a boy, the comments were full of people from all different political spectrums and all across the world condemning it. I even saw some news articles correctly calling it out for what it is. And I really thought we were finally moving away from this. I thought we finally moved past the creepy female predator double standard.
Oh no. The game does not move past the female. Yep, it did
Glamorous
not.
heiress, 45, charged with having sex with 14-year-old boy 4 times in one day. I regret to inform you, the journalists are at it again. So let's just get this out of the way.
Those journalists.
She's hot, okay? She's a cougar, yes. But if I had an underage son, and a 45-year-old woman touched him, they would have to identify the body using a cotton swab. So let's break down this article, shall we? This godforsaken article, which by the way isn't even the worst part of this video. Wait until we get to the comments.
Oh yeah. The comments are always the worst part. Ooh, an Australian horse heiress. Ooh, that's kinky though. I know some people are into horses, and this is a horse girl. Yeah, it's the horse girls that are the problem, aren't they? Yeah, horse girls are the worst offenders. Yeah, horse girls will never be satisfied sexually because they're into horses, which once a girl tastes a horse, they can never be satisfied by a human male ever again. And 14-year-old boy 4 times in a single day. Wow. Yeah.
After being accused of having sex with a 14-year-old boy 4 times in a single day. The glamorous mother of 2. Why the f do they keep calling her glamorous? Why?
Well, maybe she is glamorous, but like, why? Yeah, why would you say that in the article? Yeah, she's literally like a sex offender. So like, that's bad.
That adjective, literally glamorizing.
Literally.
Imagine an article coming out about Jeffrey Epstein, like charismatic philanthropist, 52, charged with making love with a 14-year-old girl 4 times in one day. You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, he's a very successful businessman. He's a very smart guy, very savvy businessman. Yeah. But that's not why he's in the news, is he?
Switch the genders to see how f***ed up this is. But alas, who is the daughter of famed Aussie horse breeder Ross Daisley, strongly denies the accusations and intends to plead.
Strongly denies the accusations that she had sex with the kid, or glamorous mother of 2. Oh, she's the daughter of a horse breeder. Yeah, she's a horse breeder. That's two words associated with
Plead not guilty. Cops claim an unbridled Daisley molested the minor 4 times before 5 p.m. on May 20th last year.
Before 5 p.m. Okay, so she was getting busy. Like before, normally it's in the later hours of the day that you do the sexual abuse. But yeah, she's a busy woman. She's got a lot of stuff to do in the evenings. She had a party. A high class party to go to. It's unclear whether the pair were known to each other prior to the election.
It's unclear whether the pair were known to each other.
I mean, did they just meet? I mean, they had to meet somehow. I mean, I'd like to know the details of the story, I guess.
Prior to the alleged acts. Daisley's defense lawyer cried nay.
She cried nay. Nice one. Horse joke.
However, prosecutor Daniel Richardson claims evidence straight from the horse's mouth.
The horse's mouth. The horse joke.
Exists. Get it? Horses! Because her dad's a horse breeder. Haha, it's funny, because she a kid. A recording reveals Daisley said, I thought you were going to call the police on me. I thought we had placed this in a little box and thrown it deep in the sea. Daisley is a trained naturopath who founded the business Smart Cleanse, which offers 14-day detox plans.
A naturopath? Okay, that's a fake thing, right? Smart Cleanse. Yeah, this is your average white woman, the wealthy white woman, really into horses and detox and like a alternative medicine. Yeah, I'm sure there's something behind just drinking fruit juice all day, but I don't know if it's detoxing is actually like a real thing. Detoxify their bodies, lose weight. I mean, yeah, this is like Gwyneth Paltrow, kind of stuff, right? Like alternative medicine for a wealthy white woman. Yeah, this is I'd say this is the kind of woman who'd have sex with an underage boy and then deny it because she feels entitled to not face any consequences for her actions.
Company website reads, over a number of years, Savannah has helped tens of thousands of people detoxify their bodies, lose weight, heal their digestion, improve strength and fitness, eliminate stress, reverse the aging process. Yeah, I'm sure she'd love that.
Reverse the aging process. Yeah, I don't think the aging process is something you can reverse, right? Yeah, you can slow the aging process. You can make it seem like you're younger than you are, but yeah, you can't reverse it. You can definitely, some things age you faster, like stress ages you faster, so to age slower you you don't be stressed out and like get lots of sleep and stuff, but no, you can't reverse it. Yeah, she'd love to reverse her aging until she's like underage again so she can have sex with underage guys. Yeah, probably.
Overcome various adverse health conditions through the benefits of detoxification and is passionate about doing so. Is this just an ad?
Yeah, it's yeah, is this an ad for her detox brand?
Did I just read an ad? Is there a fucking ad for her company here? Am I reading an ad? Did she like sleep with this journalist? What is going on? Oh no, he's a full grown-ass man. Never mind. This is who wrote this, by the way. This motherfucker. And
yeah, he's saying like, hey, why would you risk your career and your reputation fucking a minor when you can just fuck me instead? I'll shill your detox brand, your bullshit detox thing, even though it is bullshit. Yeah, it sounds like detoxing is just like white woman speak for like being healthy and like I don't know, drinking a lot of fruit juice or something.
Andrew Court, who also wrote an article about how to please a hot MILF teacher. The authors barely discuss. Andrew Court, who also wrote an article about how to please a...
I'm the MILF teacher. Here's how you can please hot older women. I mean, okay.
Hot MILF teacher. The author's barely disguised fetish. The language the New York Post uses here is probably the worst example of this I've ever seen. But if you can believe it, it is nothing compared to the comments. Good for him, glamorous, lucky boy, lucky kid. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty. Where were these women when I was 14? Where was she when I was 14? I believe it's called statutory. I call it lucky. The word is you can't the willing. Minors can't consent. Creep. I called women when I was 14.
Look at all the
Where was she when I...
Look at all the profile pictures
I was 14.
of this
I believe it's called
okay, a white woman. Okay, one of the good ones says it's statutory rape.
I call it lucky.
And then, yeah, look at this. Look at that dude.
Where was she when I was 14? I believe it's called statutory. I call it.
This dude. This is literally the meme of like the old white dudes in their trucks wearing sunglasses. Yeah, this is what a boomer. Yeah, I bet this dude. Yeah, 22 comments by the way.
Lucky. The word is you can't.
Another one. At least this dude's not wearing sunglasses. This is the wokest guy in his small town.
Willing. Minors can't consent. Cool. But was he unwilling? What?
I mean, what's the difference between being... I mean, maybe he was willing to do it, but still that's not consent, and so it's still, yeah, it's still taking advantage of them sexually.
Word is not if her partner consented. It's a child. They can't consent. That's like the whole thing. Let's just
that's the whole point of rape. That's the whole definition of rape.
The boy was willing. It's not if he enjoyed it. What the
Oh, no.
But did he die?
Yikes.
No. So who cares? Did the boy
Oh yeah, nice. A thin blue line flag.
But did
yeah, thin blue line flag. Yeah, it's like, oh, did he die? Yeah, like, so what if if something traumatic and bad happens? Yeah, he didn't die. But of course, when someone does die, the thin blue line people will be like, well, he deserved it. He had it coming. Yeah, it's his fault for dying. They'd say, if he did die, he would be like, yeah, he was a pussy. Yeah, he was He just couldn't handle that mature, that strong pussy, the MILF pussy. Yeah.
He die? No. So who cares? Did the boy complain? That 14-year-old didn't complain about it, I guarantee. His parents did. Yeah, good parents then.
Yeah.
I would be a little concerned if an adult was touching my child too. What? He probably wanted it. He told her he identifies as a 47-year-old man, so it wasn't her fault.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Men can consent. When a boy becomes a man could be anywhere from 12 to 35? It doesn't even work to
What? Oh, that doesn't even make sense. So a 12-year-old can be a man, but a 35-year-old male cannot. I guess this is one of those guys who think like a lot of men, like a lot of males fail to be men. Yeah, a very like misogynist or misandristic maybe.
The genders on these people, because then they just go, oh well, boys and girls are different. Note that if this was a 14-year-old girl and a man, no one would be congratulating him. Girls and boys are different. Boys and girls are not the same. Men and women are different. Boys and girls are not traumatized by the same thing. Flipping genders is silly because boys and girls are different. Shocking, I know. Girls will be traumatized and boys will be...
Yeah, I don't know. This is, I mean, look at this dude. Look at this dude's face. I mean, seriously. This is the face of a guy who wished he got laid in high school but didn't, and now he's having like fantasies about like, oh, what if my hot teacher had sex with me? Well, the thing about that is like, it's nice in your head, but like if it actually happens, it's different, right? Like, if you actually, once you're actually like with another woman, it feels different than it does in your head, right? So yeah, it's easy to say, oh, I'd love to be sexually like in a relationship with an older, hotter teacher, but if it actually happens to you, you would realize that, oh, this was a mistake, right?
In heaven. Also, that's not even true. There's so many examples of men having serious relationship issues, love issues, sex issues growing up after they get blessed by adults. Because boys and girls are different. Don't tell the libs. They think boys are girls and girls are boys. They also think XX people can do XY jobs.
Wait, XY jobs? Wait, so you have to have a certain set of chromosomes to do certain jobs? I don't know. What is an XY job? Like, I don't know, being a cop or being a soldier, doing hard labor. I mean no. You don't have to have a certain set of chromosomes, and even so, like, yeah, so-called XX people can have high levels of testosterone and be stronger than some XY people. This is the thing, like, these people say like, oh, it's just biology. You either are an XX chromosome or an XY chromosome. But, you know, biology is a lot more complicated than, yeah, you either have an X or a Y. Yeah. Of course, yeah. They love to say, oh, it's just biology, it's just science, but they don't know anything about biology or science. They're just saying that.
What the fuck? Libs owned. The liberals are outraged about this thread. Keep in mind, these are the same people disgusted are also...
This is a white woman. Yeah, this is a bad white woman.
...fighting for pedophilia to be normalized. That's you right now! Yes, there's a problem with
That's literally you.
Wanting to,
That's literally what you're doing right now.
And there's all these people who co-opt progressive language to push it. Yes, I've made like 70 million videos about this, but right now, you are the one doing that. Let's compromise.
Yeah, it's like, hey, why is it bad that I'm doing it? Yeah, because like these other guys are doing it, these libs are doing it, so why shouldn't I be able to do it? Yeah, that's not how it works, buddy. Sorry.
Boys can consent, but girls can't.
No. No.
You're just virtue signaling right now and can't comprehend because you're a woman
virtue
that
signaling.
Boys and girls have different...
You're signaling the virtue that you believe that minors can't consent to sex. You're a woman, can't comprehend
levels
because
of vulnerability
you can't comprehend because you're a woman. That boys and girls. Yeah, I don't know about that.
There's such thing as different genders. Young men and young girls are different sexually. I love the young men and young girls because he knows typing young boys makes it obvious how fucking creepy this shit is. You're just saying this because you want patriarchy.
I mean, yeah, is it really such a groundbreaking statement to say that boys and girls are different? I mean, yeah. I mean, but like that doesn't make it okay. Nice pause. But I think the thing is, like, this is toxic masculinity, right? As much as I dislike the term toxic masculinity, it is a thing. Like guys or boys are expected to just like deal with their emotions, right? And like they're and like if a guy ever has like a problem with something that is like, oh, they're not being a man enough, they're not like dealing with their emotions properly, whereas like girls are allowed to like have whatever emotions they want, like because like girls are like more emotional in these guys' eyes. But like, yeah, these guys probably say, oh, if a boy has a problem with being sexually abused, then like there was something wrong with him. Yeah, that's toxic masculinity. It's misandry, actually. Yeah, gender roles are both misogynistic and misandristic. Yeah, misandry is sometimes like sort of more justified than misogyny, but they're still bad. Another white boy with sunglasses in his truck, by the way.
Patreon donations from all the woke libs who pretend little boys don't get horny and are not different from little girls. This is virtue.
Don't get horny and are not different? What? Who pretends and are not? I mean, nobody's pretending that doesn't happen. Yeah, this guy, yeah. These guys think that they're so fucking smart by like stating obvious things, but they state obvious things and they say ergo, like this crazy thing is true. They're making this huge leap in logic because, you know, they're not smart.
Signaling. What a great advertisement. If you don't support pedophilia, donate to my Patreon. No, seriously, this video is probably demonetized, so please do if you can. Link in the description. Listen, when Pirates of the Caribbean came out, I was 14 years old and Johnny Depp was like in his 40s and I thought he was hot. Girls get crushes on men all the time. Celebrities, pop stars, YouTubers, teachers. There are girls who would also want it. That doesn't make it okay. And then Lydia from Timcast chimes in. I've been...
From Timcast? Oh, great. Yeah, it happens. I mean, yeah, teenage girls have crushes all the time on older guys. It might be more natural actually for girls to be attracted to older guys than for guys to be attracted to older girls, because that's just like that's a thing, right? But
that doesn't make it okay. And then Lydia from Timcast chimed.
Lydia from Timcast. Yeah, great MAGA queen. That's great. Yeah, liberal, by the way, a liberal podcast.
And I've been yelling about this for so long. That's because you're a woman.
That's because you're a woman. Oh, okay. So, yeah, no matter how right wing you are, no matter how hard you shill for like these right wingers, they will. If you're a woman or another minority group, they will never accept you. It will never be enough for these people. You will always like be considered lower than them.
Woman. Yeah. There are radically different
because you're a woman. Yeah. She's yelling because she's a woman. Is that what that means?
Standards for male behavior and female behavior. What harms girls does not harm boys.
What harms girls?
Okay, what if the groomer in question was a man? What if this young boy was attracted to this older man, which happens, and the boy wanted it? Oh, what changed? Suddenly little boys aren't men and can't consent? Just admit you're a f***ing coomer projecting your sexual fantasies onto literal child victims. Some kids can consent.
Some kids.
What?
Some kids? Wait. So what? Yeah, what? So what's the difference? Yeah, so, and also where do you draw the line, right? Like...
Is this f***ing you, sir? Talking about NAMBLA? The Man-Boy Love Association?
Man-Boy Love Associate? What?
What is the difference between you and NAMBLA? Both of you think little boys can consent. I'm starting to notice a pattern here.
Jimmy on a beat. Okay, groomer. Whatever you say, groomer. Jimmy on a beat.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Taylor Lorenz learned to code.
Okay, groomer.
We find the jury.
Whatever you say, groomer.
Literally the same guy. Is that the same guy? Yeah.
Okay, groomer. Whatever you say, okay, groomer.
The 14-year-old probably enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, these guys are the same guy who accuse like gay people for being groomers just because they're gay. But if it's a straight relationship, then they don't have a problem with it, even if it is actually pedophilia. If it's actually grooming, then it's okay as long as it's a straight man on woman relationship or boy on woman relationship. Or even I'd even go so far as to say some of these people would be okay with men loving girls as long as the girl was like post-pubescent and they were so-called consenting, of course.
Okay, rumor.
You can't rape the willing.
Whatever you say.
Oh, I support the current. Yeah, this guy's a literal NPC. This is projection. This guy's an NPC because, I mean, look at this. He's just saying okay groomer. That's the most NPC thing you can say. Let me guess. The next thing he's gonna say is also an NPC response. It's called a wet dream come true.
Okay, groomer.
I've seen people being called groomers just for like having a
just for being gay, just for like
gay flag in their Twitter bio. And I gotta say, not a fan of this whole watering down the term groomer. Not a fan of watering down terms like that. Never have been. I've been screaming for years how bad it is to water down terms like Nazi and fascist. Same exact energy. Especially right now with organizations like Prostasia popping up. Prostasia, which, if you've seen my video on it, is a tax-exempted pedophile club. We don't really want to create a boy who cried wolf situation here, because like I'm called a Nazi every single day. It gets to the point where like someone tells you someund's a Nazi and you're like,
and like, are they actually a Nazi?
Nazi, or is he like a Nazi? Not normal, not good. It's why.
Yeah, it's a lot of terms are being watered down because they're being overused. It's like the term simp, right? Because the term simp started in like 2019 and 2020 to be like so like popularized because like it used to refer to like a specific thing. It originally meant sucker idolizing mediocre pussy, which meant like a guy who was overly nice to a girl in the hopes that the girl would see that and want to be and like appreciate it enough to want to be in like a romantic or sexual relationship with them. But it became so overused that it literally came to mean any guy who is ever nice to a girl in any way, and it became like sexist because it's like the only reason that a guy would ever want to be nice to a girl is in the hopes of like sexual favors, which is like fucked up. And it became so popularized that like teenagers, like 14-year-olds, were using the term when they didn't even understand what it meant, right? I mean, that's the whole thing with teenagers. They're too young to understand certain things. So even if they consent to even if they do something willingly, they can't really consent to it because they don't know what they're consenting to, right? It's like they don't have the mental capacity to like understand like the full ramifications of their behavior. So it's like calling someone a simp for being a nice to a girl. They don't understand like the harm that they're doing, right? They don't understand like they're watering down the term. Yeah, they're like and they're like creating an environment where it's like you're disincentivizing like good behavior and you're like being very toxic.
So many people winded up accidentally defending Richard Spencer back in the day because everyone and their mom was being called a Nazi. So when a real
and Richard Spencer was like such a nice guy. He was being so polite. Like he didn't look like a skinhead. He was wearing a suit. He was so well put together. He's just like a nice guy. Come on, he can't be that bad, right? Yeah, but and it's like whenever you call someone a Nazi, it's like, oh, are they an actual Nazi or like just like a very conservative guy? Because like Richard Spencer is like an actual real Nazi. So like, it's like if you call every conservative person a Nazi, when the actual Nazis come along, it is a boy who cried wolf situation. Yeah.
Nazi enters the scene, everyone's like, he's probably just kind of edgy online, like all of us. Now imagine that happening to the term groomer. Like, I don't know how these people are throwing around the term groomer at things like Lego using a rainbow flag and then straight up supporting statutory rape. Like, make it make sense. So here are some comments from the article itself. These are just, she did what? With how old? Kid must have been hung like a horse. Oh god. Like so she enjoys eggplant. Don't make her a bad gal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Where were these women when I was 14? To be honest, I was a bit immature at 14, but at 16 I began coming of age and really hitting my stride. I would have been all 7 inches in. Why? Why? She's been a bad girl.
Yeah, nobody asked for that information. Okay, yeah. Okay, these guys, like, it seems like they don't know what porn is, or... Yeah. These guys, like, have all this sexual energy, and, like, they need an outlet, but they don't have any of the regular outlets because it's considered, like, immoral, so they have to find, like, all these other ways to, like, unleash their, like, repressed sexual energy. That's what it seems like with a lot of conservatives, right? Because it's like, they're taught that it's wrong, immoral to watch porn, but, like, they don't have, like, any other way to like, I don't know, have that release. So if you try to suppress your sexuality, which is a natural part of human nature, okay, it's like having sexual urges is like something that, it's an animalistic kind of thing. You can't suppress it. If you try to suppress it, it will bubble up in, like, even weirder ways. It will find, like, smaller and smaller cracks to find its way out, and it will express itself in weirder and weirder ways. You will fetishize, like, different, like, smaller and weirder things, right? Yeah.
Needs a spanking. I would have blown several loads into every orifice of her hot smoking body.
Yeah. This guy just needs to watch porn. These people just need to watch porn and jerk off, and then they'll have post-nut clarity, and they'll think, oh god, what have I done? Why am I like this? Oh gosh, I'm supporting pedophilia, literally. Oh gosh, what have I done? And then they'll get horny again, and then they'll go back to the same old thing.
Some of these comments, I swear, were written with one hand.
Oh yeah, she needs a good spanking.
Oh
yeah. Like, relentlessly horny online. Like, unapologetically horny. Like, they'll post the most depraved shit just out in the open with their full name and, like, a picture of them and their family and their Facebook profile photo. Zero shame. Like, they almost have my respect. The judge is obviously a progressive who doesn't have a clue. Why do they gotta make it about politics? Why is it the libs and the progressives and the Well, the Democratic men are too busy having their nails done to service their crazy old lady.
Wait, does that even make sense? The nails done to service? Wait, is that a fingering thing? What? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah. What Democratic men are having their nails done? I mean, I know some guys who, like, paint their nails, but, like, that's more of a DIY thing. This is, like, totally, like, made up shit. Yeah.
Do you smell toast? Does anyone else smell toast? Can't.
Yeah.
The willing. Unfortunately, you can. Sagittarius
Actually, you can.
Should not apply when the kid is a boy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Lucky kid. Should have kept his mouth shut. What's wrong with these Nancy boy kids these days? They don't know a good thing when they got it, and are too dumb to keep their mouths shut.
Yeah, all these woke boys who are against statutory rape. Like, why can't they just shut up and enjoy it? Yeah, literally telling boys to shut up about sexual abuse. So, yeah. You're being sexist against men, Sweaty. That's kind of problematic.
That kid should have been proud and shut his mouth. Where were chicks like this when I was 14? Why can't some guys keep their mouths shut? Can't believe the ungrateful kids snitch. These young boys...
Yeah, they're mad at this kid for like having a problem with being sexually abused. Yeah, my lips would have been sealed. These young boys these days are so soft, literally. Yeah, this is misandry. It's like expecting guys to not have emotions. It's like reinforcing, like, patriarchal expectations of men, right? This is bad.
Days are soft. I was sexually active like a rabbit at 14. My lips would have been sealed. He probably told a friend who told a friend who told a friend. Kids really need to learn to shut up. If it's true that the kid did have sex with her, let this be a lesson to those thinking about having sex with someone under 18. Ah, finally, somebody normal. Yes, let this be a lesson.
Yes.
Don't do it. Especially when you are boozed up. Teenagers don't know how to keep a secret. Oh. So it's not don't be a groomer because it's bad. It's don't be a groomer because kids will snitch. If you're like me and you're concerned with the growing normalization of pedophilia, you have to realize this type of coomer journalism is part of that. There was recently another article about a female predator. Texas teacher Helen Page accused of student romance. Student romance. That's what it's called now. And I love how they actually have a mugshot here for once because she's not hot. But like USA Today recently published an article about how Plea is misunderstood and cited one of Prostasia's favorite doctors, Dr. James Cantor, the same James Cantor who said that he wants to add the P in the LGBT. Great sources, USA Today. So maybe now is not the time to repeat Mac talking points, like maybe the boy wanted it and some kids can consent. Now, just to be perfectly clear, I do not think the people saying this are all literal pedophiles themselves. I know they're just putting themselves in the kids' shoes when they were that age and thinking of all the teachers and the older women they had a crush on. But by saying things like this, you are pushing the rhetoric that kids can consent, and that's dangerous. That is part of the normalization. So that's the end of this video. I hated it. Have a wonderful day, and next time you see somebody saying, "Where was she when I was a kid?" send them this video. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Shoeonhead. Yeah, it's like all these guys who say that they're against pedophilia, unironically like normalizing pedophilia when it's the kind of pedophilia they wish happened to them, the kind of pedophilia that they like, that they think it should be okay. Yeah, it's like either pedophilia is okay or it's not. Like what's the difference between this situation where an older woman has sex with a younger man, or or an older woman has sex with a younger girl, an older man has sex with a younger guy, a boy. Like, the difference there, like, is, like, whether it's a gay or a straight relationship. So these people don't have a problem with pedophilia. They have a problem with being gay. That's what it is. I mean, you gotta be consistent there. You gotta be, if you're actually anti-pedophilia, anti-grooming, you gotta be against it of all kinds. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you're not consistent. You're obviously just repeating the talking points that have been spoon-fed to you by the media. Yeah. Speaking of all this, anti-gay Jesse Lee Peterson is gay and was handsy with me by David Pakman.